All right, we have greatest Larry Bird story ever told. This was a high request from you guys for me to check out. But before we do that, I just want to let you guys know, thank you so much, man. Honestly, I'm heavily inspired by y'all. I've learned so much. And I just look up to the older generation. Everything from, how I carry myself to how I think, my perspectives, of course, me self-reflecting, but I always just listen to the people before me, the older generation, and understand that, like, y'all bestowed the knowledge and values that I've learned. I have a lot of older mentors, and over my lifetime of just searching, and y'all always would see like me as a young kid into now who I am as a young man, searching for wisdom, searching for understanding, just want to learn more about life. And I think that's why I was able to find so many just good mentors in my years. And so I really do admire the older generation, and I look up to y'all. So that's what really keeps me so humble and grounded. And yeah, we hit 15K. I couldn't do that without y'all. So truly, thank y'all. And we're going to continue to put this work in. Let's go. All right, so greatest Larry Bird story ever told. Let's get it.
See, people don't realize how big Larry was either.
6'10".
Yeah. He was 6'10",
yes.
Shooting that fade away from the corner. There was nothing you could do
Tell
about
us about it, Sneak. Tell us about Larry Bird.
Seems like you have some experience on this topic.
Tell us.
A lot of experience.
Yeah, tell us.
I give you a game.
Tell us.
I give you a game. Well, Kevin McHale scored 57 one night.
They go to McHale, back to Bird, back to Kevin.
Oh, my God.
Got it.
Playing playground.
For McHale.
It was a game where I had been playing well for a while, and really had a flow where the basket looks big. You step on the floor, you go through warm-ups. As soon as the game starts, the basket looks like it increases in size. And believe me, there's enough games where the basket decreases in size. So when it does increase and you're playing well, you really enjoy it.
Goes to the hoop. Block.
Oh.
Back to Kevin. 51.
So Kevin McHale, all right, I'm learning a little bit. Ooh, high 56 points. What? Oh, I'm going to have to check that dude out.
And the points just kept piling up, and I kept getting the ball in good situations and scoring it.
McHale got it.
Oh, this is an 85.
54 for McHale.
Woo!
Before you knew it, I looked up on the board, and back in the old garden, they had the runner that went in the back there, and it said new Celtic team record. I was like, wow, I didn't know that was capable. I thought it was Havlicek and the great Celtics of old. I thought, wow, that's really something.
And he had about 3 or 4 minutes to go in the game, and we were up by a pretty good margin, and he asked the coach to take him out.
And Kevin McHale's coming out.
This is against
I happened to
Detroit.
be standing there, and I told him he better go for 60 because 56 is not enough. That will be broken.
As a matter of fact, towards the end.
Look at Larry Bird telling him, pushing my guy. He said, man, don't celebrate for 56. Go for 60. Get that big 6-0.
The game, Larry came up to me and said, I said, I'm going to come out. It was a minute and a half or 2 minutes ago in the game. Larry came up and said, were you crazy? I said, no, I'm had enough, man. We're ahead. And he goes, if I get that hot, I'm not stopping.
McHale had scored 58 points the game before.
Yeah.
And Larry told McHale, I'm outscore you the next time we play. What happened to be against the Atlanta Hawks.
So Bird said, I'm going to break your record against Atlanta. I'm like, won't get 55, not here.
I walked on the court and we're playing the Celtics. And he tells me, yeah, big fella, you're in a little trouble tonight. So I'm like, who does he think he's talking to? I'm the big dog. You don't get this. So he made a few moves. I stole the ball from him. I went down, took off. I think you can see it on YouTube. Dunked on his head hard. Boom.
Us down low.
So this came from, and I'm going to rewind it back. This came from why he scored 60 points. So we did a reaction to it, right? He scored 60 points. The reason why he got inspired to score is because his teammate had a record of 56, and he was just confident of just saying, hey, I'm just gonna be okay with that. And he was like, yo, if you don't break, because you already did it already once and you doing it, I'm just gonna break your record. And that's when he went for 60. Unbelievable. The stories that I'm learning from just the rich stories of like Larry Bird and how this stuff happens is fascinating.
Yes. So he made a few moves. I stole the ball from him. I went down, took off. I think you can see it on YouTube. Dunked on his head hard. Boom.
Willis down low. Baseline jumper. Willis is left short. The rebound is loose. Taken by Carr. He fakes it and jams it.
Came down another one. Boom.
Taken away by Antoine Carr. Carr can really handle it. 3-on-2. Carr all the way. Antoine Carr. Now that's one of the baby birds.
One of the baby birds.
Baby Hawk's my behind. You in trouble. And I'm running my mouth, which I shouldn't have done.
And Tony, you know not to
I
do
guess
it.
I got him fired up. Larry just decided, that's it. I'm finna light this whole team up.
Off the pick comes Bird. Bird on the drive. The floater is good.
Here we go.
Here's Dennis Johnson front court. Down low for Bird. Great look. Grab 2015. Ainge a great lead for Dennis Johnson. And the deep left corner. Down
post
low
it
for
up.
Bird with position. He fakes it and shoots it.
Off the backboard.
Larry's just, he's making everything. Everybody. I guarded him. Antoine guarded him. Ricky Brown guarded him. It was like he just spread the wealth to everyone.
Bird out of the left corner.
Everybody guarding him.
Going into that game, I thought there might be a ray of sunshine because one of the bellmen told me that he had heard that Larry and a couple of his teammates may have gotten in a little bit late the night before. So I was saying, hey, maybe Larry won't have a real good night.
DJ in the lane. Bird the fall away is good.
Nope.
To say that Larry had a hot hand is an understatement without question.
He got so hot in that game that you talk about that patented step back. He was doing that step back and he switched it to his left hand 3 separate times in that game.
Dennis Johnson front court. DJ up top. Off the pick comes Bird for the bomb. Got it again.
Well, 9 days later, he got that high. I said, you stopping? He said, no, I'm not stopping.
In front court, posted up high is Parrish. Off to Bird for the open 20-footer. It's good. You can't give him that shot. Give him that.
I ain't gonna lie, his jumper is so nice. When he get the hot hand and he shoots, bro, it's like fluid. It's so smooth. The jumper's so smooth, man. All right, let's keep going.
That's right.
Larry Bird made about every shot you can imagine in that game.
DJ head of the key. On the left wing, Wedman down low. Bird. He gets away from the steal. The layup is good.
I'm sure to Larry, the rim seemed like it was about 5 feet wide.
Front court, here's Bird in the corner. Right corner, Bird. Backs in. Posted up. Bird.
I remember that post up.
Then the count begins. Then people want to know just how many points is he going to get.
Bird's layup is good. And up. 3:15 remaining in the third. Bird posted left. Takes the jumper and hits it again. Boston by 9. Larry Bird is just unconscious.
Larry, that game was unbelievable. Just absolutely unbelievable. Dominique guarded him. Cliff guarded him. Antoine Carr guarded him. I guarded him. Nothing worked.
Outlet pass.
Wait, so Doc Rivers, the Boston Celtics famous coach, was actually playing on the Atlanta Hawks? That's what team he was playing on. Man, I'm learning so much. I'm learning so much, and it adds value to understanding the coaches nowadays that have been coaching to the history of the team. So when I watch nowadays, bro, this is crazy. Oh my God. It's like puzzle pieces. Each piece of puzzle adds to the bigger picture, and you start to understand the game from a whole different lens. And I get it. I get it more and more now.
Cliff guarded him. Antoine Carr guarded him. I guarded him. Nothing worked.
Outlet pass gets jammed, but he gets it off to DJ. A lead for Bird.
I love learning this stuff, man. Oh, look at
Bird shoots the jumper right side.
This said, nah, I got it.
That was a tough night.
I got it.
You know, the biggest argument that night is, well, you only scored 6 on me.
But nobody was guarding Bird, were they?
Well, we were trying.
You were trying to.
You know, but when a guy is literally coming up the court, calling his shots, and, you know, Bird talked a lot of trash. In that game, we're on the free throw line, and he literally says, left side, over across the three, and you're listening to him, that's a tough feeling.
2-0.
And there's full circles, and I just thought about this. Full circle, right? He coached for the Celtics. With Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, Rajon Rondo. Dude, a full circle. And won some championships, I believe. Yeah, won some championships for the Boston Celtics as a coach. Guys, I am just being blown away. This is amazing. I fall more and more in love with the game of basketball because I went back and y'all giving me such amount of resources to know who to look for and to understand the game truly as it is. Like, you don't really get as much appreciation until you actually understand the greats and the history who paid the way. Like, you don't really understand the sacrifices until you actually go back and do your homework. And I just enjoy being the student. Like, I really do, man. This is amazing.
And he's like, he literally says, left side, over across the three, and you're listening to him, that's a tough feeling.
Wow.
2:05 remaining in the third. Bird for the bomb. Got
the
it
confidence.
Again. Three-pointer.
Calling it out.
Seeing the greatest in the game, Larry Bird.
Yes,
and there
sir.
are people like Bob Cousy, Casey Jones, Red Auerbach, who think he's the best ever.
Bird got his own. He started calling his shots. He started saying off the glass. That was the one game that I think he tortured Dominique. He saw Dominique, this up-and-coming player, and he just tortured him mentally.
Wow.
In front court, here's Dennis Johnson. Down low for Bird.
Just
right
dominate
side,
him.
Bird. Bird, the fall-away. Tough shot, and he drills it again.
Shots.
That's his shot.
Shots.
40,000 eyes on Larry Bird because they knew he was going to get the ball. And we knew it. Our opponents knew it. Now it's just up to them to stop it.
Bird with 8 seconds. Bird on the drive. The runner is good again. You're seeing a greater performance as you'll ever see from Larry Bird.
He was calling shots off the glass. Who's next? Where you want this one from? And he just made one after another.
Here's Bird flashing underneath. A good pass by McHale.
Wow.
Got to get Eddie out of there. He stubbed his toe. Right corner. Bird bomb. Good. Sideline a moment ago. Doc Rivers back in. Bird. They open the right side. Bird the fall.
This one.
He drills it again.
I'm not even gonna lie. That one right there is when I officially realized you ain't stopping him, bro. You ain't stop. At that time when he decides to put up some points and he decides to take over, like, he's the type of guy who's willing to share the ball and play all around. But you start talking your smack, he gonna back it up. And he's gonna go and drop 50 bombs, 60 bombs on your forehead. Like, that's what he does, okay?
That's the best shooting I've ever seen in the game.
Yes, indeed.
Bird with 52. Dennis Johnson,
Uh-oh.
lead for Bird.
They want him to keep scoring, too.
Bird takes the jumper and hits it again. Bird has 54. One more basket will tie the record McHale set for most points by a Celtic in one game, and McHale didn't set it more than a week ago.
And do you know who's getting some of the greatest assists in the game today? My partners at DraftKings.
All right, so while he's doing the ad, shout out to y'all. Thank you for everything. Hit that like button if you enjoying this breakdown and everything. And by the way, I had an argument. Well, not an argument, like a debate, but not really too much of a debate because I can't convince somebody to really believe how great Bird is. But it was kind of crazy because yesterday at work, they didn't have Bird at the top spot of, like, in their list. And I was conflicted. I was conflicted, guys. I had to defend Bird. I had to. I'm like, there's no way you cannot say that this guy is overrated. You cannot say that. This guy is that guy. He was playing with the greats. He is one of the greats. And, you know, when people just don't really go through their homework and understand, they don't have appreciation for this man. And now I get to a point where I'm starting to defend. I get offended when people don't put him in the talks. That's how much I became a fan of Larry Bird, alongside with Jordan, Magic Johnson, Wilt Chamberlain, all these, you know, Penny, all of them. all of them, you know? So, yeah, anyways, I'm getting passionate. Just keep going.
He can tie the record with 56. Amazing. He does.
When he got to about the 55th point, you knew it was something special. Even as a player, and that usually doesn't happen, but we're down so much at the time. You had time to realize the game. And his last shot, he said, in the trainer's lap, coming down the court, which meant it was going to be a three and it was going to be awful decent. Then he said, who wants it?
Well, it was one play that that Antoine Carr was guarding him.
And he goes to make a move, and I'm thinking, I've got to stop him.
And Antoine let him get the ball, and he was shooting the three. And Antoine ran at him hard.
I got a few fouls, so I forearmed him.
Fouled him. He fell into our trainer's lap.
He's falling down. He shoots that shot and hollers, "Money!"
Oh,
it was an and-one three-point shot.
Court. Dennis
he said
Johnson.
money?
Bird is on the baseline coming out right. There's Bird. Bird, 14 seconds, he got fouled. He hit the shot. And Bird falls into Joe O'Toole. I think it's the greatest shooting exhibition I've ever seen. Larry Bird. What more can you say? Larry Bird, Larry Bird.
Where he made the shot so well that it's like he almost dunked on me because the ball went down through the net and you could hear that pow. And I'm like, okay. I ran over, picked him up, and said, hey, you a bad boy. And I'm never talking stuff again.
He called it. He said rainbow trainer's lap, you know, and he faded away, hit the shot, and fell into our trainer's lap.
And I think Ricky Brown, I'm not for sure who it was, ran out after him. And he shot this high rainbow. It goes in. Ricky bumps into him and accidentally knocks him on our trainer's lap. So it was exactly what he said. It was an accident, but it was almost fate. And they show a shot of our bench. Cliff Livingston and Eddie Johnson are standing up giving each other high fives. It was pretty awesome.
If I don't know if this is not the greatest era, I don't know what to tell you. It wouldn't be a Kobe. It wouldn't be a Jordan. It wouldn't be a LeBron. It wouldn't be a Stephen Curry. It wouldn't be any of these guys. It wouldn't be, bro. This was the time where things were at an excellent level of showmanship. What they did, like as he was saying, they were already the term was already money. They were already saying that back then. Y'all were already saying that. I thought the term was like we was doing. No, y'all had that term. Like what? Oh man, y'all was the coolest cats. Y'all still is. Y'all the coolest cats, man. Look, I'm starting to understand. I'm learning more swag or more aura from y'all. Look, I'm geeking out. Let me stop. I'm being too much of a fan. Y'all a fan of me? No, I'm a fan of y'all. Seriously. I'm too much of a fan right now. All right, let's keep going.
That's when I got off the bench. I'm waving the towel, slapping each other high fives down the bench, and we having a good time.
Bird takes the jumper and hits it again.
He was so good that night that the Hawks were giving each other five.
But the funny thing was, he was shooting, and I happened to notice the Hawks players on the bench, they had towels over their heads and stuff like that. So when a guy gets that hot and you're his teammate, all you can do is laugh. I mean, it's hilarious. He's taking the worst shots. He shot one on 5 on that clip, that moon ball. Like, he would never shoot a 1-on-5 shot. He was thinking about winning. Like, that shot's 1-on-5. Look at.
Wow.
This is the best. Watch when the guy throws a towel up over his head. Watch it. Look at Scotty Hastings.
He was scoring anywhere on the floor that he wanted.
Is this when the bench was giving each other five?
The bench was giving each other five.
So did you get in a fight with them after the game? Forget Larry. Did you beat anybody on the bench? Because you giving 5, he's scoring on me.
Every one of those guys got fined $3,000.
Okay, good.
They got fined $3,000, right?
Yes.
Now, we watching the film the next day, and we looking at everybody. Now, Fratello fined everybody $3,000, but what y'all didn't see was he was sitting down like,
You know,
Well, the next game, Fratello told me, Ricky Brown, Sly Williams, Eddie Johnson to meet in his room after we get out, if we get settled in our room, come up to his room. He had the game on.
Yeah, it was the best film session. Every time when I see Mike, we still laugh.
God,
it was
so
it was the greatest film session ever because back then you didn't have, you watched the real game and just went, with a video. And Mike rewound the celebration 20 times. He just kept, not the shot, he just kept rewinding it, showing the guys, you remember they're giving each other high five.
And then somebody falls off the bench.
Yeah,
too.
that was Eddie Johnson.
Yeah.
Eddie Johnson falls off the bench in laughter. And Antoine Carr and Cliff gives each other high five. And our film session was 20 minutes of that. And Fratello wouldn't let it go. It just kept rewinding.
We sit on the couch, elbowing each other, like laughing. Just, man, look at that. Mike Fratello said, man, look at it. He's kicking our tail, just wearing us out. And you guys on the bench high-fiving each other. That's going to cost each one of you guys $100. I left out of the room and said, that's the best $100 seat I ever had.
Oh, Coach. Well, he has the record, and McHale goes over to congratulate him. McHale, Ainge, Larry Bird has 57 points, an all-time Boston record for one game. And McHale had set the record less than 2 weeks ago. Bird, foul shot, got it. Bird has 58.
I always considered myself a competent player. Kevin McHale was a very competent player. Cedric Maxwell, Tiny Archibald, right down the list on that team. But Larry was at a whole nother level when it came to competence. And he really, really believed that he was a great player and really believed he could score on anybody at any
As
time,
he should.
double teams, anything. And he had an array of shots. He had a variety of step backs and in betweens and left hand and right hand, and it's pretty incredible.
And with 3 seconds, Bird will try another jumper and hit it at the buzzer. Bird has 60 points.
Wow.
Larry Bird scored 60 points. Look at the Boston players
He did that right at the buzzer.
mob him. Larry Bird scored 60. It is the greatest shooting exhibition I've ever seen in my life.
Wow.
Larry Bird, one more impossible shot after the other.
It's just one of those days where you walk away and understand how great the NBA players are, but then the superstars, what a different level they're at.
It taught me when you got guys like him, Michael Jordan, those guys that have that next gear, don't get them started.
Wow.
Let's get right to the Larry Bird show. This was Larry Bird's night. 60 points down in New Orleans. They're playing the Atlanta Hawks. And just minutes ago, Larry talked to our own Gil Santos down in New Orleans.
I knew I could get 56, 57, but I didn't know about 60, so I think Kevin made a big mistake. He should try to get 60, 62, because he had plenty of time left. I don't think anybody at the time realized I had that many points, but still, the records are made to be broken, and it just happened tonight.
Wow. All right, so that is it, man. That is it. I already did the Larry Bird versus Jordan story ever told. So if you're new, I already done that. It's in the playlist. I updated the Larry Bird playlist. Please, thank you guys. Like I said, thank you guys for everything y'all have done. Showing true love and just encouragement. And I feel like as the younger generation, it's just kind of like one of my duties as far as passion, because I'm very passionate and how I stumble into this. I think that it's just something that it was meant to be. Really, it was the right timing. Everything was right timing, and I just really want to say thank y'all. I have so much fun. Like literally, YouTube now has been super fun. I never wanted to make content not being myself. I never wanted to make content just for views. I never want to make content doing something that was going against my character. Nowadays, you have people making content to do things to tear people down. You have people making content to do anything to make money online, to get views. And I just never was that type of person who can have that guilty conscience and be okay to just do stuff like that. So that's why I guess I never really truly blew up fast, because I wasn't willing to sacrifice my morals. And I'm glad I didn't do that. I really did. So thank you guys. Y'all making this stuff possible. And I just want to continue to do great things. And we enjoy and make memories. Anyways, see you on the next one. Peace.